About a Grand Master. About a Grand Master instructor.
All right, thank you. Bow to third degree, second degree. Welcome everyone at home too. Watching this after the fact is okay with me. And let's begin. Yeah, there's a slight delay. We're just now bowing in on the recording. And switch. Okay, and inside. And switch again. I'm curious who will watch this someday. Like, will actually watch these in the future.
I mean, they're good for when somebody first gets into class and
Yeah.
wants to see.
I always think like videos are helpful at a certain stage, but really it's all about the whole thing. It's like, maybe if we do an analogy with restaurants, it's still the same instruction. Like at the restaurant, you can take the food home, you don't get the full experience, but okay, step forward. It's just like if you're only there for the food, you could just take it all to go, but it's nice to have the whole experience. If you were to take a plane on a trip right now, the fares are very low. I'm just gonna I did, just in case I'm able to actually leave. I like to visit my cousins in July every year. I bought the tickets to LA right now to see my sister and my cousins. The cost of the ticket going there was $100, and the cost of the ticket coming back is $87.
Yeah.
And Southwest lets you cancel and apply the funds. So if something happens that I can't go, then
Yeah. Switch.
I think it's probably not only a combination of COVID, but also the COVID with the gas prices. You know?
Well, yeah, but if people are still traveling, I mean, the airlines aren't gonna, they're just gonna use that for their profit margin, you know?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Now, I get emails from like cruise lines and casinos in Vegas and stuff, please come back.
I've still never been to Vegas. Apparently it's daylight all the time there, what I've heard.
I don't know what that means.
Just like the lights are on, you don't know what time it is anymore.
Well,
Yeah, there's no windows in the casinos.
yeah, and a casino doesn't have any windows or clocks, so you never know whether it's day or night.
Yeah, your cue. See, my cue to go to sleep is the sun is setting.
Yeah.
My cue to wake up is there's light coming in. I'm like, I guess it must be about 6:30 because my room is lit up now.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then all the rooms have like the heavy-duty blackout curtains.
Oh, I love those things. So, I mean, when I'm in a hotel, and then you open it up, you're like, oh my gosh, it's 10. Well, it's fun getting to do class with you guys. Switch. So many weeks of just talking to a piece of glass on a modern piece of technology. The glass is the lens, of course. But now when I watch the news, not the news, I'm gonna bring up the news. I guess it's the news, but I meant to point out that sometimes like if it's a show with just a person and no guests, I'm like, wow, they are also just talking to a camera the whole time. They don't see me, but they're talking to me as if they're having a conversation with me, but they're not.
Yeah. Like the late night talk.
Yeah, the talk show.
Yeah.
Late night talk shows, I like to watch Jim Cramer. That's what I was thinking of when I see him, because he only has a studio audience and call-ins, but there's not a person that shows up in. Yeah, but no, actually, just like the talk shows too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I like Bill Maher's the best because he throws in a fake audience during his opening.
Yeah. I don't like that at all.
I like it better
that
because
sounds
it's
weird.
like the jokes don't fall flat.
Yeah.
I'm like, they laugh at the appropriate time. And then when I do not Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel and what's that other guy?
Fallon,
Now the other guy,
Seth Meyers.
Seth. So when I just see Seth's, I'm just like, oh, you're in your attic again. But he tells jokes. I think is that supposed to be funny? Am I supposed to be laughing right now? I think that's funny, but I need the audience to remind me. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to laugh. I need to laugh there. Because usually they do have a studio audience and the viewing audience, which is where I'm at now a little bit. And release. Twist it out, and let's keep doing the yin yang balancing. Yin yang balancing chi mobilizing method, right? In, exhale. 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 Two more. All right. So, you want to try reviewing from the dragon on the ground again? Okay. Get that part down. So, for those watching this as a recording later, this video and the last few, I've had live students, and we've been able to work on what we're working on in class, which is still typically the most recent moves we've learned. So we're still been reviewing those moves. So we'll be doing similar to what we did the last two videos, but each time we review, we're reviewing in less detail in some ways because we've already covered some of the major things going on. So if this ends up feeling like it's too fast for you, it's quite possible that the last recording in the playlist, the one before it and the one before, we broke it down more, okay? But here we are. Please try to follow along the best you can. So we're gonna go from dragging on the ground, and just like I said in the last few classes, we're not going all the way down with our butt almost to the floor on the first round. Let's warm up a little bit still, some more. We're here. The left palm is, oh sorry, the fists are, the hands are in fists, and you're opening the fists into, or opening the hands so they're not fists anymore, and bringing the foot in, and step, monkey hop, strike with that, swing in, it's a cat stance kind of thing. Left palm up, swing out, the left foot comes forward, and the left hand turns over. Then you swing back, and swing forward. And this makes 5. From here, swing up, switch the feet right, left, the right hand comes onto the hip, the left hand releases and slides out, and that starts our count of 1, okay? And we turn and the right foot comes forward. The right hand stays in the same position. Then go back, the right foot goes back, and the left foot cat stance. And then forward, and then that's the right foot forward. And then back, all right, that's 5. Then we take a big circle with both hands, step to the right, X in and chop and kick. Swing the right foot up again, and X the hands and chop and kick. Keep the foot up. If you have to set it down for a second, that's okay. And flash the back, and then step the foot down, right, left, crossing the hands, sink and open. Then circle the hands out and drop the feet, or pop the feet up so your feet drop apart, and you're on the right side, getting ready to punch, and shift to the left and punch. Okay? Shall we start in an earlier spot again, or do that again? We can start at the punch before wrap crackers, all the way through there, or there again.
That one more time and then.
Cool. Let's do it one more time as requested. Try to do about the same pace here. Open the hands, bring the foot in, and step. Foot in, and forward, and 3, and 4, and 5. And switch it. That's 1. Bring the right foot forward. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And circle and step, and kick, swing it in, and kick, and flash the back, and drop, and pop, and drop, and punch. All right? So let's start a little bit earlier from that will be in the exact same position we just ended in, but not to confuse things, I decided to let's not start immediately. Okay, so I imagine some people would follow this with the volume off. Just, hey, I need to copy, I don't need to hear the instruction. That's normal. Okay, so I'm just scooting a little bit this way. We're gonna start from that punch. We have 5 wrap crackers, that double punch thing, that slant flying thing, and then that punch down thing, and then the pop up punch thing, then dragon on the ground, and the rest. Got it? Did you follow all that? Okay, just follow along. Here we go. From the punch. Oh, make sure I'm on camera. Okay, ready, and punch. So we were low, we came up, so we're high. We're going lower for the Xing of the arms, and wrap crackers 1. Now it's right, left, wrap crackers 2. Right, left, wrap crackers 3. And then turn backwards, wrap crackers 4. And wrap crackers 5. And wrap crackers 6. Oh wait, are there 6? Oh yeah, there are. 3 one way, 3 the other way. I got the 5 stuck in my head from the other moves. From here, push off the right, punch 1, 2, 1, 2, slant flying. And this is a jump. Punch downward. This one's not a jump. Be straight. See how I'm straight? Stomp, stomp, I'm straight. Shift, circle, and punch. Scoot back onto a line, stretch, sink. And bring it in, open the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Right foot forward, 2, 3, right foot forward, yeah, right foot forward, 4, right foot goes down, 5, 7, circle, kick, turn, kick, pick it up, drop, rump, drop, punch. Right? So, depending on how much you practice so far, you may still find those 5 cloud hands one way, 5 cloud hands the other way to get the feet mixed up. Is that true? I wasn't watching you closely, but
I did on the second half.
okay. Yeah, so those, you know, you got it though, what it's
Yeah.
supposed to do.
Right.
Okay, and so moving a little bit faster pace, you'll be like, oh, test the memory, wait a minute, oh, that feels backwards, and then it's not. So on the first 5, the left foot, I'm thinking of the hokey pokey. On the left foot, on the first 5, you're putting the left foot in, taking the left foot out, you're putting the left foot in, yeah. And then when you get to the other one, yeah, you're putting the right foot in, taking the right foot out, and putting the right foot in, taking the right foot out. So if you think about it that way, left foot in, left foot out, left foot in, left foot out, right foot in, right foot out, right foot in. Shall I go to an earlier point in the form or continue to work the wrap crackers?
That one more time and then.
Earlier stuff? All right. You guys ready at home? Let's try it. So we're doing the punch. I'm going to go a wider view. So for me, I'm coming back a little bit further away. Sometimes me being in the distance can help. So here we are in the punch. And we're coming up for the punch. We're dropping down for the wrap cracker 1. And switch it around, wrap cracker 2. Switch it around, wrap cracker 3. Reverse left, cross, and wrap cracker 4. And wrap cracker 5. And wrap cracker 6. And punch, jump, and switch. Slant climb. Circle in, and jump, punch down. Just keep the head up, right, left, turn, punch. Slide it back, slide it in, sink down. Bring it up, open the hands. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch it. 1, 2, bring the right foot up. 3, 4, and 5. Step for the kick, kick. Swing it in, kick, switch, drop, runk, drop, punch. All right? Try it one time on your own. I'll just watch you, or I'll pretend to kind of watch you out of the corner of my eye. And if everyone looks good in house, then everyone in home will move on, which really means we'll back up and do earlier moves. Give it a shot. Okay, very good, looking good. So again, we're still kind of on sequence. You heard me say that a bunch. I want to get you memorized so you something that you can practice as a routine, especially if you're out of town and you're like, let me see if I can remember this thing. You can try it. So let's think about what happens before then. I'm not used to thinking of the whole form in advance quite like I have for the other forms that we've learned. So we did the punch. Something led up to that punch. I would almost have to start at the very beginning. Oh my god. Because I have the Chen band form in my head, and so the map of it on the floor is happening in my head, and also the map of this form. So we did that last punch there. I'd almost have to run it. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. And you want to ask me in particular how to do that other part. Oh, we'll go with the request. The request is is quite a few moves before this, but it's still good to do. So, oh wait, what's the pickup? What's the move right before the one you asked about?
So
Hang in there, be patient with me. Okay, yeah.
And then, because it's
Yeah,
this
cloud
way,
hands.
and then this way, and then that's where I go.
Okay, we're going from wipe the sleeve, okay? And then we're gonna slow it down and work on the transition between the cloud hands and the, I don't know the name of it, these guys. Okay, so here we are, way over here, and we did a punch, and we did wipe the sleeve here with the elbow. Okay, so we're going like this. First of all, just as a review, wipe the sleeve is a Kung Fu move and a Tai Chi move. In Tai Chi, sometimes the left hand is palm towards your right arm, sometimes it's palm away. On this one, it's palm away, just like in the Kung Fu training. It's wipe the sleeve, and that separates your body kind of like a bow and arrow would, and then the elbow comes in. But that, of course, is with your waist and your legs. But you can't see that with my back to you. So I just want to show you, you come around, and you're wiping the sleeve, elbow, and then starting cloud hands. Although, on this side. Okay, so we've done a punch, and we wipe the sleeve and elbow. Cloud hands is easy. 1, 2. Now this one, as a review, because we've already run this a long time ago, the right foot steps back a little bit, okay? So that the left hand can come around. And then it's right, like a pat horse. It's like a side chop in the left, and then the right foot pops, and you start the cloud hands on the other side. Step behind 1, step behind 2. Okay, that's hard to do looking over your shoulder. So let's just go from the 2, okay? And if you want to just watch it once at home or watch it once here, it's fine. You snap the foot back, so you can go like this and go, and that happens fast, and this jump is fast, and there starts your first clap. And then it's both hands to the left, both hands to the right, both hands to the left, both hands to the right, left, right, bring the foot up with the right hand, the right foot, come up like you're going to touch in the move called lazy about tying your rope. But by the time you touch, you've already turned it over and wiped out one way, wiped out the other way, and settled in the middle. Okay, that one's hard to see. I'll do it towards the camera once, just as if you've come up to the front of the class to watch the moves. So, we've done cloud hands. I did the 2 pops, pop, pop. We jumped, right? And we did cloud hands 1, went around a space. We did cloud hands 1, cloud hands 2, and then that left goes, and see how that right one's coming up like you're gonna do the lazy about tying your robe, but instantly you're popping out, right and left, and settle. Okay, and I'll do that a little more smoothly so y'all can see it from that angle without instruction. that's the punch before wrap crackers. Although, if you're using the room or the camera angle as a guide, that'll mess you up unless you're familiar with what direction the form really goes. Okay, so everything I just did towards the camera, towards you, is actually done that way. All right, so let's do it that way. I'm gonna do the exact same moves again. We just did this last, we came and we did the pop, pop. We jumped, there goes the right hand, right foot. Both hands are going to your right, both. They can both, take the right one out. Yeah. Then both hands go to your left, step behind right. Both hands go to the right. Now they're gonna follow each other. The left goes, the right goes, and when the right goes, it picks up the right foot along with it. It touches the left wrist, flips over, goes out to the right, goes out to the left, settles in the center. The going out to the left and going out to the right will cancel each other out when you move faster, right? You've learned this in Tai Chi just as a review. Sometimes you have to turn this way, and then you're gonna turn that way. But if I turn that way before I'm done turning this way, you get the momentum of trying to turn left and right, but you don't visually see a lot of, you don't get to finish turning left and finish turning right. It creates like a spring, like how a coiled spring works, right? A spring that's twisting, as opposed to a spring compressing. All right, again, and I'll move forward to the move afterwards, if that helps.
Yes, sir.
But we're going into our fan form time. Is that okay? Okay, let's get this, it's important. So, wipe the sleeve, boom. Behind, behind, now step back a little bit and behind. Here we go, strike, strike. And that's usually done to do super fast. There goes your hands to the right, hands to the left, hands to the right, and left goes, right goes, left goes, settle in the middle. Turn to the right, turn the right toes in. As you turn back and flip the hand over. And then slide the left foot in. This looks like you're gonna do pat high horse. It feels like you're gonna do whirling wind arms. You do neither. You step back, cat stance, twist, beak, palm up. Now open the hands, and like you're gonna do a push up in front of you. Turn, and the right hand's actually cocked up a little bit because it's like a right high block and a left strike, but they're both strikes. Then you whip it back again. Flip it without turning. See how I'm still, well actually there is a turning to the right and a turning to the left, which have canceled each other out. So if we really wanted to get the dynamic down, we might spend a few weeks doing like this, turning this way, and then turning back, and then going. Okay, here, we could turn this way, turn back, and then go. But no, let's do that again, turn this way, it's all happening over here, and then go. It's all happening here, turn, turn. So we're actually creating that same dynamic of turn, turn, which ends up looking like you just did this. Because you turn so quickly, but you're using your legs and your waist to create it. Okay, well, the challenge is we kind of ended up jumping around to lead up to those moves. Do you watch the recordings later? You do? Sometimes. So, that's a lot of explanation for a varied section. Let's just go walk through it one more time so there's something you can practice at home, and you who are at home can go, oh, let me pause there, let me just try that all together. So, instead of doing the whole form from the beginning today, let's do that pickup from the wipe the sleeve to the end. Okay, so you have something cohesive to practice. All right, so here we are down here. We wipe the sleeve and elbow. And I'll be quiet. That's a lot of varied moves. So take a break, pause it if you're at home, and then pop on back and we'll work on fan form. Get your fan.
Sorry.
I'm gonna get my fan. I'm just taking it to the office. It's still us. So, we're doing fan. You able to do it from on your own yet?
Just the back half, not from the.
Not the front half.
Like from this guy in the flip.
On a normal class that you would have attended the whole time, at this point I'd be going, okay, do it from the top one time. But just so I can see what you know, and so I know what to work on. Okay, so how about you?
I have pretty much from the beginning, so when we're doing this,
That's where it starts.
and then,
That's where yours starts?
yeah, and then what we've been working on the last 2 weeks.
Okay, so this is easy, and for fans of the live streaming, you will know what we're about to cover is what we covered the most the whole time we've been live streaming. So, which is okay. So we're gonna take it from the last cloud hands up. Oh wait, you can't do the ending. She can do the ending.
I can do the end we've done the last 2 weeks.
But just transition to it.
There's a gap, I have a gap.
There's a little gap. Let's try to fill in that little gap. Okay. So we're gonna call it from that last cloud hands up to what we've been working on. Okay? You'll see what we're talking about in a second. So what I want you to do is get your fan out. And we're gonna go from cloud hands here. So we cloud hands, cloud hands, cloud hands, cloud hands, and now cloud hands step behind. 1. Cloud hands step behind. 2. Cloud hands, go to the left, but just bring the foot in. And then you're gonna step with the fan open towards the back of your space. And you're gonna monkey hop left, right, but not very big. And the momentum will lead you, you gotta step back towards the back of your space. It'll lead you to close the fan. Now get your eyes back on me, pick up the left hand, bring the left foot in, pick up the left knee, step. This should feel like snake creeps down if you know Yang style, but it's not, it just feels kind of like it, and you come up onto one foot and open your fan. More, or that again?
More.
More. Close it and kick. When you bring the foot back, flip the fan over. Cross your right foot in front of you, shoot the left leg and foot through as you circle the hands out. Shift back to the right and load up on the right, and then do it like you would a punch, but you're using the butt of the fan. More, or that again?
More.
More. So from here, you're reaching back and spinning, pivoting. You're going to spin to the right, or clockwise. Release the left heel, so you're spinning on the left ball of the foot. Pick up the right foot, and then it's a 1-2, 1-2, and then a smack. More, or that again? More. You can use the one finger to assist if you need to. Flip the fan over so you're not grabbing the butt, you're grabbing the top of the fan, and you really want to be at the very top of it. Bring the right foot in, and then step, and don't focus on hitting with the fan, focus like you're hitting with the elbow. Then release, And sometimes you need the other hand for help. Ideally, you don't use the other hand, but it's better to use the other hand and not drop your fan than it is to try to do it, because sometimes you just have an awkward position. So we've done the elbow, now we're releasing the fan down. Yeah, that's why you have to grab the end. So when I did it the first time, I was able to flip it over without the other hand. If I grab it in the middle, or not far enough at the very end, then when I try to flip it over, the fan is in the way for an easy flip, okay? But if not, I just let it drop. And now the hands both circle clockwise to the right. The right foot slides in. And this is like the Yang style sweep the lotus. More or that again? More. So from here, you pause here for a second, and then you pop a crescent. Wait, I forgot if you hit the hand or not. Do you hit the hand?
I think you're always hitting the hand.
I've done so many of the crane leg swings on Friday thinking you're supposed to. I don't remember, but either way, after you kick, you're gonna stomp, and as soon as you stomp, this guy flips over. And you wanna be able to have it in a position where you can open. This part took a while for me to learn to teach. Like I had it, but I couldn't explain it. Who knows the next movement well?
This is where
That's where you lose it. Okay, good, that's a good start. And you know that to the end.
Yes.
Really good. In a normal class, I'd say, okay, you teach her and you teach her, go. Because you know how much you learn by trying to explain it. You have to really know it if you can't explain it, right? If you can't explain it, you don't really know it yet. All right? So let's do all of that again, and then we'll continue to the next part on that snake reach down type of move. That'll work for you? Okay.
Sure.
But I won't keep asking you more of that again.
Okay.
So we have clapping hands. Going this way, and this way, and step behind, and step behind. And it looks like you're doing it again, but you don't. You just slide it in, and step right, left, not too big, naturally close. Get your eyes back on me. Left hand, left foot, left hand, up, close, flip, cross, swing, load up on the right, punch. Stay there, I'm just scoot closer to the camera. And reach back, and turn around. Right, left, smack. One finger if you need it, and let it open, circle, bring it in, pause for a second, then kick. Stomp, flip. That happens fast. From here, the right hand circles back. You're in the way. The left fist goes straight down. Nowhere to go straight down to. So as soon as you've caught it, you're supposed to drop. You're supposed to turn the foot out. Drop. Now there's a place for the fan to go. Now there's a place for your fist to go. And you go all the way down. Then you shift like a big uppercut. Then you open it up like a nice Tai Chi circle in. A nice Tai Chi by your knee. And a fan by your ear. Coming up, spiraling all the way up. Stomping. Then flip it. And it comes over to the other hand. Then right hand and right foot. Classic Chen type movement. Pull it back, right palm up. Fist, knee, now kick slowly, and step, twist. Step, twist. Close the fan, circle it up. This is slow motion for you guys. Yeah, so it's all complicated stuff.
But it's not as big of a gap as I thought, so.
That's good. So you, okay. Can you do it all on your own yet?
Nah.
You at home? I know 2 of you who may be watching this video at a later time who already know this. Okay. How about everything we just did? Did you do that on your own yet? I'm asking
I need
for-
to count out the cloud hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Because
let's,
when we come back from this, you know,
let me just leave that all again. Yeah. If at home, just rewind it, play again. If live, we need to practice. Okay. So we did the cloud hand. That's a good pickup because there is something earlier in the form that looks similar to the cloud hands after the single whip. Right? The single whip has that turn, come up, but then it has a step forward and a step forward and the thing with the shoulder strike. But that doesn't get confused with the cloud hand section. So the nice thing about, this is a 24 movement form. The nice thing about the 24 movement form, and also the sad thing, is there's not repeats, right? Because that's the point, it's 24 moves. 24 moves, there's a Tai Chi of 24. Guess what? Yeah, the only time you repeat is when you are doing it on the other side. Oh, ward off on the right, oh, ward off on the left. Single whip on the right, oh, single whip on the left. But there isn't like, oh, single whip 10 times. Like a traditional form. Okay, that talking was all so you could rest. Let's do that again in the clouds. You can think of it as 4 counts. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Step behind, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I remember. And then the other ones are all transitional type moves. Transition to get into them, and transition to get out of them. Look at me again, hand and foot. Right there, right there, right there. Just scoot closer to the camera and reach back, go. Stomp. Flip it over. Flip. Kick. There is that hard part. That's slow motion by circle down. Forward. You feel the incredibly shrinking form?
Yeah.
Remember that movie, The Incredible Shrinking Woman, with Lily Tomlin?
Oh.
It's like the form is like it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And like, really? It took us a year to learn that? Okay, well let's we have enough time. Let's try it from the top one time, unless there's any questions. And no questions
mind
yet.
if I watch it from the front while you do it from the top?
Oh,
All these hand movements, it's hard to see from the.
yes, you can watch it from the front. I was tempted to say, well, I will face the camera now. I'm like, I'm only 96% sure I could do the whole thing facing a completely different direction than the direction I've faced for the past 7 months, at least in this space. Yes, if you'd like to watch it from the front. You want to follow with me?
I'll try.
Okay, cool. People will watch this and go, is that his t-shirt? They had that, there's an old video of me doing the Hypercrane 108 with Mr. Briggs. Mr. Briggs, you will know, I want you to mention that I mentioned you if you ever watch this video. They saw Mr. Briggs in the background, big beard. Oh, you were demonstrating for your master, it's very good. Like the white eyebrow master. Okay, here we go. slow, it's slow, sorry, kung fu, slow. Okay. That's our time. Okay, guys, y'all made it again. And it's about wow. We honor the masters who came before us and seek to follow their examples.
Bow to Grand Master Instructor.
Bow to 5th degree, 4th degree, 3rd degree, 2nd degree, advanced black sash class dismissed. Good job, you guys.